Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Car Question. Matt is driving the Mustang Mach-E this week, and I know a lot of people doesn't like the name Mustang to be given to that car because it's not a coupe, it's an all-wheel drive, some kind of sport utility vehicle, and it's nothing like what a good old Mustang used to be. You know those Steve McQueen years? Yes, we're talking about that. No, it's no bullet. And geez, I don't know, I still kind of respect the fact that Ford wanted to make something new of the name Mustang, and it was all about related to performance. Still, there's no possibility to enter a Mustang club with that vehicle for now. You're gonna make some people angry. So the Mustang Mach-E is the first of its kind. It's a brand new generation of sport utility vehicle, purely electric with a lot of range, all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, and you've got that hands-free system driving, which is possible. Otherwise, when you look at the design of the car, it's looking amazing. I love the curves. It's not looking like something out from outer space. You've got something which is really unique. I don't like the front with those vents that are gonna open if you're gonna be rolling. I think there's a lot of plastic in that area. Still love the lighting. How about the blinkers? Look at that. The front are just so amazing. Even in the rear, this is looking really unique. And you've got also those little handles out there. When you open the door, you need to press on the button, and there's going to be a little mechanical engine that's going to push open the door. In the rear, if you're thinking that your children will get hurt, well, don't worry, we tested it. I even pushed on the door so hard that it couldn't close and couldn't snap my finger, and I still got 8 of those on my hand right here. Otherwise, you've got that unique frunk up front there to simply put some storage, and there's a button there to release in case of emergency. But look at the size. I don't see how we'll fit in right there and need to use that button. I like the styling of the Mach-E. The model that we have is a premium. It's very well equipped. It's looking like something unique, and that's a big thumbs up. When you get to the interior, look at that panoramic roof. Amazing. It doesn't open though, and sometimes you can see all the little gifts of the tree up top. It's looking great. It's going to give you a great interior lighting. Another thing that you're going to see is that unique cluster, 10.2 inches, which is going to show your speed, your range, your battery power, the gear selected, everything that you near so close to the eyes. Right there in that huge center screen, 15.5 inches to be more precise. You've got that amazing multimedia system, which is going to connect to everything about the car. Easy to use with that big knob down there. So it's looking like finally something technological, something recent, and you can see that Ford has put a lot of effort just in that screen. Otherwise, the car is going to offer you ample space, decent comfort, and you've got a great build quality, better than a lot of electric car out there. So still, the interior is amazing, and you even got that cool audio system, also the B&O. Otherwise, the build quality is more impressive than in a lot of cars. So now let's talk about configuration. There's a lot of things going on with the Mustang Mach-E. First of all, rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, 1 or 2 electric engine. In the premium model that we have right now, it's an all-wheel drive model with an extended range battery. This one's going to be good for 346 horsepower, 428 pound-foot of torque. It's mated to that 88 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack. And let's talk about that all-wheel drive. The main engine is in the rear. Up front, they call it the secondary engine. How is it once we're going to face the diurnal test? Feel free to check those images. You can see, I won't give you all, but if you want to see everything that has happened in that test, feel free to go check out the video. But how about the roller testing? It's not one of the most capable, but it's still ample for its design, for what the Mach-E can do. And I was really impressed on how well it could react on an icy surface or on a slippery surface. You've got a decent pure electric autonomy. Feel free to check those numbers depending on the version that you're gonna choose. But for our car, more than 450 kilometers with 1 charge. Charging time are kind of long, so if you got that regular outlet at home, it won't do. I tried it. It's gonna take a week to charge this car up from 18% to 100%. Even Ford is gonna give you that great adapter which can make charging faster while you're on the go, but you need to have some equipment at home. Make sure that you've got that charging station which is going to be fast. How about those fast charging station from 0 to 80, 45 minutes? Not too bad. That's what it took me while I was waiting back here in Quebec. So usually I see those numbers all around, so it's kind of decent, but still charging time is still an issue with electric car. They need to make that faster and faster, and you got to be careful also with the price of the charging station that you're going to encounter on the road. Right now over here you can simply plan your trip with that multimedia system. Make sure that you're gonna get to that charging station in time with the amount of energy which is left in your car. But still, if you want to plan something, you got access to the Ford Pass application. By the way, my exhilarator is my key also for that car. That's just fun technology. So let's talk about the Roadhandling. Acceleration are kind of great, but it's even better as soon as you pass a 15 kilometers per hour. Acceleration just gonna be more stronger. I think that Mustang Mach-E is just holding on until I get to that numbers and then give me full power. So launch are kind of smooth, and it doesn't feel like you got that amount of power in that car. How about some braking? Well, not really impressive. You get to the limit of those tires really fast. It's Michelin, it's supposed to be good tires, but still the noise coming out of those tires, feels like I'm losing grip, and that I don't like. Same thing also once you're gonna turn, and listen to that. It's still an artificial steering. I don't really love that, and it's going to be the same thing also if I take a curve too fast. It's only 0.85 Gs on the skid pad, so it's not one of the best contender. So the Roadhandling is kind of great. It's not a Mustang territory. You need to go with the better performer if you want more road grip, but it's still going to be pretty acceptable for everybody that will buy this car, not because of its name Mustang, because it's pure technology around here. Let's talk about price. You can start at a little bit more than $50,000. There's some incentive that you can get with the base model, but as soon as you're gonna get into the other model, how about that premium that we have, $72,000 and more? That's a lot of money. And how about that GT Performance Edition, more than 85 grand? This is not a vintage car. This is not gonna be one of those cars where it will remain famous in history. Well, I'm not sure of that. How about, what do you think? Feel free to comment in the section down there below and tell me, do you think that the Mustang Mach-E GT Performance Edition will get into those history book? At this price, not a lot of rebate, I'm gonna tell you. Still, the Mustang Mach-E is a bomb of technology. There is a lot in that car, but there's a few things that I don't really like. On the minus side, it's not one of the fastest Mustang. No, sorry. It's a lot of money also for those electric cars. Maybe one day those cars will be affordable and a family, a regular one, will be able to purchase one, and it's gonna be then when everybody's gonna be rolling electric cars. How about winter with those front vent? How about winter with those handle? That's gonna have to be seen, but Ford told us that they tested everything. There is still some gremlins in the multimedia system that I don't really like. I had different bugs during the week with the sound of the engine, with the traction control, and how about that camera glitch that I don't really like for the amount of money that you're gonna pay for that car. How about the charging speed? It's gonna depend on your charging station and the way that you used to do it, but still it's kind of slow sometimes. How about the cooling seat? There is none. I cannot believe that in the car that I'm rolling. I would have loved to spend that energy to get my tushy a little bit more comfortable. How about that sound, which is kind of synthetic? You can get that engine sound and feel like Tron, you know, that movie with the light cycle. Not impressive because it's not a real V8 engine sound. But on the plus side, that all-wheel drive system is kind of okay for the winter and for really light off-road that you're gonna encounter. You've got that solid quality of construction. The materials inside, it's really well built, and that's a big thumbs up compared to a lot of electric car that you can even see the panel which are misaligned once you're rolling behind them. How about that driving feeling, which is just fun? And you've got that low noise inside the cabin, which is just impressive. Be careful not to roll too fast though. And you've got the autonomy, which is kind of interesting. That pure green energy that we are sending in that car, simply turning in a lot of kilometers for my road, that I like. That multimedia system, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, it's reactive, but sometimes it feels not, but it's still so cool to see that it will evolve over time, and it's gonna adapt also to your settings, to what you like, and it's gonna offer you exactly what you want. How about the GT Performance Edition, which is gonna be real fast? Finally, we are in an age of new car technology. And by the way, nobody will buy this car because he was a fan of Mustang in the past. I don't think so. I don't think that all the V8 lovers are gonna go for that car. But how about people that doesn't know a thing about Mustang and they love technology? They will buy that Mach-E. Feel free to comment in the section down there below, do a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you another time.